Good evening, everybody. I welcome you all to this annual benefit. Very happy to announce this is our 10th year since we started this foundation.
The Fresno Nephrology Kidney Foundation was founded in 2013 by Janie Holland. She was a patient of the nephrology group, and she found that she needed to start dialysis. She would sit in the dialysis unit and cry. And when the doctors asked her, "Why are you crying?" she says, "I'm not crying for myself. I'm crying because it appears to be no hope for these other patients who come to the dialysis unit, and there seems to be no hope for them. So I want to do something about it."
She felt a need in the community to foster more education and more aid to people with kidney disease.
She wanted to bring support for people that couldn't afford to pay for things such as travel or their medication. Janie wanted to be the education and the support for the Valley for end-stage renal disease.
The Kidney Foundation has grown since it was started. We began the kidney race as a fundraising mechanism and as a educational and awareness activity. And we also started support groups for patients with chronic kidney disease.
Last 3 years has been extremely tough for everybody during the pandemic. Fortunately for us, the Kidney Foundation came to rescue to the practice, to the community during these difficult times.
I became familiar with the nephrology group during the pandemic.
There was so much confusion with COVID about when you could get vaccines, how do you get vaccines, and all of this stuff. So we needed to get vaccinations as quickly as possible.
A lot of the places you would typically go to get services either didn't have the requisite services, they didn't have the supplies, they didn't have the testing.
The nephrology group was awesome. They were very concerned about making sure that they took care of the resources that they were given by the government. When a vaccination was received, they wanted to make sure that they had everybody use it before it was bad.
At the time, my daughter would have been 3 years old, something like that, and it's our first child. Every sneeze, any indication of fever was automatically panicked that it was going to be COVID and something, and through the community, I heard that nephrology group was offering various things related to COVID-19.
We weren't bumping any of the patients that the nephrology group had that are high-risk patients, but they didn't want any vaccination to go to waste.
And if there was no Kidney Foundation, there was no way we could have helped the community.
They fabricated and manufactured masks for the hospitals.
We provided meals to frontline workers at CRMC.
They sponsored lunch for Terry's house.
There was a call from the blood bank that more blood transfusions were needed. And so Fresno Nephrology Kidney Foundation hosted a blood drive.
And there was no financial incentive. The incentive was getting care. And it was done with a kindness. They still cared.
And that was only possible because our partners, my partners, and the practice strongly believed in the passion and the vision Janie Holland created.
Janie wanted the foundation to be larger than life. Her goal for the Kidney Foundation was to reach as many people in the Valley as possible.
I think Janie hoped to expand the services to not just our Central Valley, but beyond. And sadly, we lost her last year. It is such a profound impact not to have her as our driving force.
I am so sad that we are without her, but I feel that the mission is very important and that we're going to continue in her name.
I couldn't even begin to tell you what I felt they needed. I just knew they needed someone to speak up for them. You can either cry or you could think about what you could do. My story isn't over yet.
I think Janie changed me in so many ways. She's always trying to figure out ideas and ways that we can enhance what we do and touch more lives with our services.
And hope, wherever she is, she's watching us, and she must be very pleased that we're able to fulfill her mission statement in the true sense.
I'm looking to our leaders on the board. I'm looking to the providers that support the Kidney Foundation to really drive and push us, and the sky's the limit.
Thanks to the community, thanks to the health system on the behalf of the Kidney Foundation. And I hope you all will enjoy the dinner and the music. Thank you very much.